Hey guys, what's up? It is actually Sunday, the day before Martin Luther King, and since I don't have to get a lot of shipping done, I thought I'd start this video project that I was meaning to do for a long time here, and that is creating a WordPress website with WooCommerce and using Printful to sell products, your t-shirts. If you're a merch person, you can sell t-shirts on your own website. And if you're using Printful, you can use their other products like leggings, mugs, pillows, tank tops, hoodies. So we're going to do a walkthrough. I already have my own website, and you can probably see the link down below, cosmicfrogsvinyl.com, where I sell my vinyl products and I sell Printful products as well. But what I've been working on is setting up niche websites on a particular niche. Like I already have one on chronic pain. And what we're going to walk you through here is I'm going to do one on beard t-shirts because I have a lot of beard t-shirts. I know there's other beard t-shirt websites out there. Doing a niche is long tail because you have to SEO your website as well as you can and then hope for traffic. It's not like Amazon merch or eBay or anything like that, Etsy, that brings in a lot of generic traffic, or they call organic traffic. You have to SEO your site and market it a little bit. I don't really market these websites. I just try to SEO them. People stumble upon them and buy the shirts or whatever you want to sell. So we're going to walk through this whole process here. We're going to buy our domain. Then we're going to set up our web host, install WordPress, install WooCommerce and any other plugins we need, and then add our first products from Printful. And like I said, down below will be links. They are affiliate links. I appreciate if you use them. I get a little something. There'll be the Printful link down there. There'll be my host affiliate link and my domain register link. I do recommend that if you're going to do this, a lot of people use GoDaddy for everything. Their register and then their hosting. I recommend separating those two. Personally, I don't like GoDaddy. I use some other ones that you'll see below, and I can't even think of them off my top of my head, but we'll see them as I go. SiteGround's my host, and then I use Namecheap. There we go. Namecheap as my domain register. It's good to keep those separate in case of any issues. You don't lose everything. If your host goes belly up or whatever, you still have your domain name. You lose your domain name, you still have your site there that you can back up and redo or whatever. So in my opinion, it's good to have your register and your host separate. So we're going to go through that process here. It's going to be a little clips because there's time in between each one. When you register your domain, it can take up to 24 hours because when you register a domain name, what that is your address, and it has to point to where your host is, the servers. And what there are is there's a number of what they call name servers or head domain servers out there or whatever. And it takes a while to update all those with your new domain name and where it points. So it could take 24 hours for you to actually see your hosting server. So, like I said, we're going to do that part, and then I'm going to sit and wait. I would rather get us sit here and wait in the video for 24 hours. I'll cut to after it's live, and then we'll do the installing WordPress, and we'll go on from there. So, here we go. First step, getting your domain name. All right, guys, here we are screen sharing, and first step is we're going to get a domain name for our excuse me, for our website. This is the one I recommend. Like I said, I don't like GoDaddy, and the main reason is that of them is I really hate their upsell technique and their customer service. Your mileage may vary. You may like them. You can use wherever you want. But again, I recommend, most people do domains and hosting. I kind of recommend you kind of, separate the two just in case. So what we're going to do here is I already have an account, so I'm going to sign in here. This is new. Do it. Sign in and continue. Come on. So here's our account. So the first step is well, what I'm going to do first is you need the name servers of your host. And I already have that. So I'm going to find my one of my domains that's like it's on the same server as my Conflict Monk vinyl. So I'm going to go there to manage, and I'm going to copy right here the name servers. I only need to copy the one because I know the second one's NS2. So I'm going to copy that. Now we're going to go to domains. And here you just, if you already have in mind, you can type it and just find out what it is. What I'm going to do, because I've already done some search, so I'm going to do bearded, whoops, there you go, bearded t-shirts. Somebody's already squatting on bearded tees, and I'm going to do .com, and they want $1,000 for it, and that ain't going to happen. So we do search, and as of yesterday, yep, it's still beardedtshirts.com. So $10.69 a year. I'm going to add that to my cart. View my cart. View my cart. View my cart. For the first year, they do WhoisGuard free. That's another reason why I like this register. And what that does, it blocks your name and address and all that from your phone number and email from a Whois search. You can search domain names and find out who owns them, who owns them. But if you have the WhoisGuard on there, it blocks that, so people can't find out your information. So we're going to confirm order. 1 year registration, 1 year free WhoisGuard, PayPal. I'm just going to click checkout with PayPal. And that's why I like this guy's himself. It's boom. You're checking out, you're done. And GoDaddy sent you to all these upsells, trying to sell you on 2 years, trying to sell you the web hosting. It's just, give me my damn domain name. So we're going to pay with our balance. Alright, now they're doing their magic behind the scenes here and setting up my domain. So there it is. I'm going to click Manage to go to my, oh, there it is. It's a new one up here. Manage. And I got a lot of domains. And then I'm going to go here to name servers. Right now, it's pointing back to Namecheap, and you don't want that. You want to click Custom DNS, and this will be different for other providers. So I'm showing you how it is on Namecheap, hoping you might use Namecheap with my affiliate there. But GoDaddy and other ones, they're all different. You're going to have to figure out, but you want to go to name servers, Custom DNS, and then I'm going to send it to where you got to enter 2 of them. And the second one is NS2. Then I'm going to click button for save. Like I said, it takes, they say allow us so much time. It can take up to 48 hours to take effect, is what they say up here. Let's open up a new window and see if it magically already goes. Sometimes it can be really fast. Sometimes it can take almost a full 48 hours. BeardedTshirts.com. It's probably pointing to a Namecheap page. Yeah, see, it's still pointing to the Namecheap page. It's going to take some time to point to my server on SiteGround. So that's it for domain names. That's all you have to do. It costs you $10 there for a whole year, or $11 for a whole year. And the next step we'll go to is SiteGround. And once it's pointing, I already have an account there where I can put multiple domains on. So I'll show you how to do a quick purchase, but I'm not going to purchase a new account for this. I'm going to use one of my existing accounts. And once it starts taking off and making money, if it ever does, I'm taking a risk here, then I might move it to its own account. And the reason to do that is because when you stack multiple domains under one account, it can slow things down. 4 or 5 accounts, or I've had 10 accounts on a shared host, it's not going to really be noticeable. But you get a lot of domains on there. And just remember, your little shared account is also on a shared server with other people. Now, when we go to SiteGround, I like using SiteGround because they limit the number of accounts per server. So it makes things better. But the higher level of server you purchase, the shared server, the less other people are on there, so your site gets a little bit more benefit that way. So it depends on how much money you want to spend. So that's it for domain name. We'll click back in on SiteGround here in a second. Hey guys, I'm back. It's been about an hour. It still hasn't shown. Still pointing towards Namecheap there. But I thought we'd go ahead and set up the domain on the hosting account, so when it does point over, we kind of get an indication there and it has a place to go. This is SiteGround. This is the one I recommend, the one I use now. I used to be on HostGator. I still have some sites over there, but I'm moving away because I don't like them. Their customer service bites, and yeah, so I don't use them there. SiteGround is geared towards WordPress. They are a really good customer service. They'll help you set up. They'll help you fix problems. Their solid state drives are a little bit faster. So we'll go here to web hosting and WordPress services, WordPress hosting, and show you that. And here's their 3 levels. This is shared hosting. So you are on a server. Your account's on a server with other people. You're sharing resources. So if your site gets really big and really popular and you're making a lot of money, you might want to move up to a dedicated server or a virtual server. Dedicated server will be the really pricey one, but it's just you. Virtual server is in between hosted and dedicated. It's still expensive, still talking $100 a month. And here on the share, these are the cheap ones. If you just have one site and you think that's all you're going to have, or that's what you're starting off with, this is perfect for you. $3.95, 10 gigabytes space. It's more than enough. Way more than enough. I've done a lot of sites for people, not so much e-commerce, but they started off with this 1 gig or less, and they've never gone over a gig, most 2 gigs. So 10 gig is a lot of growing room for you to do an e-commerce site. The only thing that's really going to take up space is the images you load. So make sure you optimize your images before you load them, and that 10 gigs can go a long way. Only thing that may limit you is if you get really popular, they do, you can have as many visits as you like, but they do limit bandwidth. So if your bandwidth gets way up there, they back up your site for free, as you can see here. Free SSL certificates, which if you're going to do an e-commerce site, I highly recommend. Chrome and Google have a thing that if you're not secure now, they're starting to let people know your site's not secure. So we can go through that later, how to do an SSL certificate for free on this platform using Let's Encrypt. We'll do that later on. It'll probably be a different video, but it's free. Where HostGator, the other one on, they charge for their SSL certificates, and they're not compatible with free Let's Encrypt. So it's a good thing to start off with. If you're going to move up and have multiple websites, either of these two will work. You can have unlimited web space or web accounts or websites on there. It's just the web space. You just got to watch like 20, I said, multiple websites, 20 gig, 30 gig. And you get some more feature here on the Go Geek. But for $11.95 a month, that's pretty decent. That's pretty good to have all the features they offer here. And they do staging where you can, staging is where you can do all your upgrades on your WordPress plugins and WordPress on the stage to make sure everything still works, because sometimes plugins will interfere with other plugins when they update or blah, blah, blah. So you can do it on the stage, and once you are sure everything functions properly, then you can press one button to move the upgraded site live and not have your site go down because you upgraded a plugin and it broke everything. Doesn't happen often, but it does happen. I have had it happen on a couple of my sites before. So staging is on the Go Geek, and it's a great little service to do, to have. Um, they have some plugins on here called like Super Catcher and some optimizers. I highly recommend you install them. I think they have them around here too. I'm not positive. But anyway, there it is. You just click Get Started, plug in the domain name that you're going to use, and away you go. The one thing I will say is it does say monthly here, but they charge by the year. You have to pay per year. And the second year will be the regular price, $9.95 there, and up to $29 a month here. So these are intro price, like every web service does. GoDaddy does it, and GoDaddy's notorious for it. Intro rates and then whatever. But if you buy multiple years at a time, you can get the intro rate spread out for longer years. So I recommend that, and I recommend buying multiple years of hosting and buying your registration for your domain for multiple years at a time if you know you're going to do it longer, because eBay, because Google has a magic 8-ball and they see that stuff and they like it, and it's part of SEO. It kind of pushes your site up a little bit. So anyway, get out of there. I'm logged into my site here and go to my accounts. I have one account, GoGeek account. I have 2 sites on there now, and we're going to install this third one. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go to click that little button there, and it's going to go into my cPanel. cPanel is a control panel for controlling your server space. And you'll see a lot of things you can do with your server space here. Don't let it overwhelm you. You don't have to do a lot. And if you really don't want to do it, like I said, if it's your first website, you could have them do it for you. And over here it tells you your disk space usage. And as you can see, as you get more and more full, the colors start to change. You don't want to be full there. You want to have some capacity there, and just want to watch this stuff. They do limit processes, and the more accounts you have, or more sites you have on an account, your running processes will go up. You can't have more than 30 processes going. That's stuff like email checking and your website using scripts. It's all gobbledygook. Just remember, if you have too many websites on one account, your processes will go up, and you want to watch that. So what we're going to do is we're going to add on a domain right there. And you can see the one I already added here, the finals, the main one. So we're going to add on a domain here of bearded tshirts.com. That's all I really have to do. I guess we got to put a password here. And Safari has recommended me a password, and this is me like your FTP password and stuff like that. So I'm going to use how am I going to do this? I don't want you guys to see my password. I'll change it later. I'll use this for now. And then click Add Domain. I'm just going to change it later, so don't try to hack my site. I might even erase it. I don't know. Okay, so we've done that. It's there. Boo, boo, boo. And we can actually start loading things up if we wanted to right now. Where is it at? Oh, because it doesn't have WordPress assigned to it yet. So we can go ahead, and I'm just going to check and see if it's pointing yet. Well, there it is. But there's an error to it, so we're going to have to fix that. I'm going to have to do this all over again. Let's go install WordPress to that domain, see what happens. I don't know what I did there, but we're going to click WordPress. And so this is how you install WordPress to it now. And we're going to click Install. That's the current WordPress installations we have. So click Install Now. We're going to install it to beardedtshirts.com. And you can leave this blank. So it's going to install it in the root directory. We're going to change the site name to Bearded T-shirts and more, because we're going to add mugs and stuff there. So we're going to call t-shirts, and you can change this at any time. We're just going to do that now so it's up there. You're going to put in a, I'm going to leave this here like this because I'm going to change it later because I don't want you guys changing it or looking at it. I'm going to change my email. I might block all this stuff out if I can later. And that's basically what I want to do. You don't have to change anything else because there's no themes there. We'll do that later. Let's install it. I just got the email saying it's been successfully installed. And there's the links to your admin. There's the links to your. So I'm going to go ahead and see if this is a bearded t-shirts.com, and there it is. Everything's all fixed, but there's no index page. There's nothing there. So we got to log in and do all that. And I'm going to take a break right now. So we'll come back and work on the WordPress site since it's pointing. The domain name is already pointed to the server, except for it's doing it wrong here. So I'm going to have to fix some things so it doesn't show up like that. Anyway, well, that's it. We'll come back to that later. See you guys. All right. Hey guys, back again. Got some water. Having problems with the cough. Here we are again. In the next stages, we're going to be setting up WordPress to get ready for products and selling. Now, the first thing we're going to do, if you saw before, this is what, when you install WordPress right now, it may be different depending on what host you use. It has a default theme, and that's it. We're not going to be using this theme. This is a default WordPress 2017 or 2018 theme. It's nice. I like it. But we're going to be using WooCommerce as our e-commerce platform. And for that, we need a WooCommerce theme. So what you would do is go to your website /wp-admin and log in with your user and passcode you were given when you set everything up. Again, your host may differ on how things look and what they install. Like SiteGround installs this SiteGround Optimizer with a catch, which you'll want to do. It helps speed up the website and everything. So, but this is what your admin will look like once you install WordPress. Now, so there's a couple things. First thing you want to do is we're going to change the theme. And I'm sorry, my cat's being a butthead. So you go to Appearance, Themes. Now, again, I said, and these are pre-installed. I usually just click them and go to delete. I leave one up there, the latest one, for testing purposes. But you want to get rid of things. Anything you aren't going to use, get rid of, because they're holes for people to hack. You'll get out. Okay, so we're going to add a new theme. Now, I already know what theme I'm going to want. WooCommerce is, again, the e-commerce platform we're going to use, has a default theme that's free. You can do paid ones as well. But the free one, it works really nice, and you can customize it if you learn a little coding or whatever. But, so we're going to do search theme. And now my brain fart, I don't remember what it's called. I think it's called Storefront. There it is, right there. So we're going to click Install. I hope that's the right one. That's what happens when you just do this on the fly. Then we're going to click Activate. And it's saying here we don't have WooCommerce on there, and it needs WooCommerce. So this is a real easy way to do it. We're going to click Install WooCommerce. Activate. And WooCommerce is a plugin. Don't get themes and plugins mixed up. You're going to have many plugins, but you're only going to have one theme in active. And here again, WooCommerce has a nice little setup. We're going to know we're located in the United States. Put where you're located at. Come on. Oh, it's looking for the state. We're in California, but wherever you're located at, I'm not going to put the address in there. You don't have to. We use the United States dollar. Put whatever you use. I plan to sell both physical and digital products. You can leave it. You can change it later. We're going to put the physical products and allow WooCommerce to collect non-sensitive, dyed non-sensitive. I don't care what they collect. You may care. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. And we'll click. Let's go. Oh, they want our address. Okay. I might have to black this out later. So, let's go. It's kind of for it knows where you're shipping from. What kind of payment information you're going to use. Now, Stripe has been pushing really hard for WooCommerce. That's why it's showing up here on. I actually have both installed in mine because Stripe does Apple Pay. But right now we're going to click that off and we're just going to use PayPal. And all this can be changed later. This is just helping you quickly set up your WooCommerce site. Shipping methods. We're going to install, we'll do live rates. We're going to click this off. This is WooCommerce services. We're not going to use WooCommerce services. We're going to be doing all Printful on this site. And Printful has a plugin that will calculate shipping for you based on their products. And we're going to click that off too. That's WooCommerce services. It's a free service where they will calculate shipping based on weight or whatever. And you can actually buy your postage directly through WooCommerce services if you are selling a physical product from your home and need to ship it. We're in the United States. We're going to use ounces. We're going to use inches. Continue. And automated taxes. We're not using WooCommerce services, so that's going to collect taxes. We'll set that up for our state, California. You can set it up for your state later. We're not going to connect our store to Jetpack right now, so we're going to skip this step. I might do a separate video for extra stuff later, but we're just getting our website up to sell products quickly. There's lots of things you can do to make it better, and I might cover a few of those, but that would be a separate video. This video is already going on long enough. You can import products from another store between two WordPress store by exporting a CSV file, but we're not going to do all that. So we're done. You can put your email here. Boom, return a dashboard. So we now have our theme installed. We now have WooCommerce installed. Let's get rid of this one. And you notice our domain is all fixed now too. It just took a time to get all, the servers and everything to be done. So let's do a refresh. So this is what our site looks like now. So we're going to fix all that. But it's here. You saw this is what we set up in the beginning. And I'll show you where you can change that. Or you can put a logo up there. We're not going to do that today. I'll show you where you can do it. It already installed these basic links and pages for the shopper's account, checkout cart, and the shop page. And we don't have any products yet. And then this is the blog there. We're going to change all that. And it has up here, this is part of the theme. Search shows the cart up here. Really nice stuff, huh? So right now we could, let's go back to the back end. You're going to have this new section here for WooCommerce. You're going to have a section here for products, which we don't have any. You can set up your categories and all that. We might want to let's do a couple of quick categories right now, because we're going to have t-shirts. Let's do one called unisex t-shirts. And what we did is we click categories under products, and that's it for right now. You can come back once you have some products and add an image to the thumbnail. It does enhance your site. You can do categories and subcategories. So this is we just call this t-shirts if you want to do as a main category. And then you want to have unisex, women's, blah, blah, blah. On those ones, you can select a parent category, but you have to set the parent category first. But I'm not going to do that. We're just going to do unisex t-shirts, add new category. We're going to do, this is beards, so I don't know if women's t-shirts are going to be an ideal. I don't think women wear beard t-shirts, but we'll do one called tanks or tank tops. Add a new category. We'll do one called long sleeve. Add new category. Oops. And then let's do, want to do hoodies. Add new category. Are we going to do mugs? I don't know. Let's throw mugs in there for now. So this is things you want to do. Set up your categories. If you want to go edit anything in your store set, you can go to WooCommerce settings, and this is here where you edit things. Don't do anything shipping wise because you're going to do a plugin for that. Products, you can do things like that. It's just your basics. Enable product reviews, those are all checked off, but you can change them. Checkout. And then here's some all the different payment options. Let's go to check payment, cash on delivery. We want to make sure that's not enabled. Check payments is enabled. We're going to take that off. We're not going to accept checks. Braintree, we're not going to accept that. It's disabled. Braintree PayPal. We're going to take that off. Go back to PayPal. We're going to enable PayPal standard. We're going to put in our PayPal email address. Everything else we can leave receiver address. That's basically us. We're going to use my other email address. I don't even know my addresses. Now here's something we reckon. If you have a PayPal account and you have multiple WordPress stores or even especially multiple WordPress stores being paid, change the invoice prefix. Otherwise, it can screw things up because they're all default WC, WooCommerce. We're going to call this BT for bearded tees, or bearded t-shirts. Because if you have them all the same, it gets confusing which site's which, and it'll screw things up. So make sure you change that. Very important. Everything else is fine. So we're going to click Save Changes. So emails are, stand page. Why do you want me to stand page? Save changes. Okay. Emails. I'll leave page. I don't know why it's doing that. These are all your emails that are sent for different things. You can go in there and edit them. Change your from name. We're going to change it to just a bearded t-shirts. We don't need it in more there. It's taking that from other places. Email. I'll probably show you later. You probably want to set up an email for your website and then put those emails in these slots. That way it's all branded, and yeah, you can change your colors of your themes here. Click Save Changes. So that's all the basic stuff. General, so you change that. I think I gotta find taxes because we want to set up taxes, and I forgot where it's at. Display. This is where you can change your product displays, catalogs, thumbnails. If you want to change the size, don't really recommend you doing that. At least not off the start. I'm probably going to have to figure out where the taxes go, because I know you can do it. Don't want those enabled. I thought I disabled them. I will go back to that. Enable taxes and calculations under the General tab. Save changes. So now it should somewhere tax. There we go. It adds a tab. Doing it on the fly. I don't have any notes here. So I will enter price exclusive tax. Yeah, all my pricings don't have tax included, so that's clicked off. You can round it. You can have it include your shipping, all that neat stuff. Standard rates. We're going to set up insert row. We're going to do California. Everything else is going to be here. So we're doing for all of California. The rate is 7.25%, I believe. And clicked off for shipping. So we're going to save the changes. Yes, it could be there. So now it's going to charge tax for California. Anywhere from California. And that's really all you need to do is set up your tax, set up your payment, all your payment options. And then we're going to go to back to plugins. You can do this in any order, but we need some other plugins here. We're going to go to installed plugins. I don't want to. They changed the look of this. I don't want this stuff. X that out. X that out. So what we need to install is the Printful shipping plugin. So we go to Add New. And I have it saved in my favorites. And if you are doing a lot of sites, you need to sign up for WordPress.org. I think it is. It's either .org or .com. Sign up for an account there, and then you can log in and you can save all your favorite. See, here's some of my favorite plugins. I have a lot of Genesis plugins. I have WooCommerce here. Yoast. Let's go ahead and install that. Yoast is an SEO plugin. We're not going to go through that here, but I recommend it. You can figure it out on your own, or maybe I'll do a video down the road. We're going to activate it. It's a really good SEO plugin. And let's see, anything else we can... Mango, what the hell are you doing? No, you're not getting in my lap. I don't have the Printful here, so we're going to do a search here now that we're going to add new Printful. And here's the Printful integration for WooCommerce. We're going to install that, and that's going to calculate all your shipping for you, for your customers, and it's going to add a new size chart to your products. So it's a really good plugin. And now you see over here, you'll now have this Printful. And we haven't set up our store yet, so that's not connected yet. And we're going to do that in the next part. That's making this video really long. But that's all you really have to install to WordPress to get it going. So we will set up one thing. Let me just double check in my site because I forget this part. And this is a quick way to do it because we'll show you the front page of mine. And I've done some code editing as well. I added a slider here. I have a preview of products, and I'll show you at the very end how to do this to your front page. But let's end this one for now. We've installed WordPress. We've installed the WooCommerce plugin. We've installed installed this WooCommerce PayPal powered by Braintree Creature. You don't need that. We just do the standard ones. I'm going to deactivate that and then delete it. Any plugins you do not use, delete. Because any unused plugin is still there on your web server and it's a hole for hackers. Hello Dolly, that's installed by default on every WordPress site. I delete it. I have an account for this one, which I'll do later. I recommend it, but if you're not going to use it, I remove it. It's kind of, it removes spam comments and stuff like that. It's a really good tool. And then, like I said, we have Yoast here. I'm going to go ahead and activate for myself. It's a good, we're not going to go over it here, but it's a great SEO plugin. I highly recommend it. It helps you SEO your pages. And they have a paid one for WooCommerce sites. I haven't really got that because I don't like paying for things. I might do it on my main website, but I'm not doing it for these little ones for now until they start making money. So that's it. We're done with WordPress. So the next section is setting up Printful store and connecting the two and adding products. All right. See ya in the next section. All right, guys, here we are, the final part, getting our Printful account connected to our WordPress store and adding a product or two. And like I said, we're just getting our store up. We're not making the store looking beautiful yet. And we'll do that in another video, another time, where you can work at it. But here's all the stores I already have. We're going to add a new store. So what you do is you log into your Printful account. If you don't have one, I have an affiliate link down below. You click it, we'll go to the home page, and it'll sign you up for Printful. And these are all the different products you can put on your WordPress site. You can create one design. It can go on beach towels, t-shirts, all across, all these. They have socks, if you want to do socks. Now, your one design that does on a t-shirt might not be great for a pillow, or it might not fit for leggings or something. So you may have to modify your design and create a new file. But one file can do a lot. It can do hoodies, sweatshirts, and all the different types of tees. Because unlike merch and Printful, you can adjust your image. As long as the file starts off large enough, you can adjust it size-wise and placement-wise for each different product. And that's why I really like Printful. And for t-shirts, here's all the different t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts. And there's a lot you can choose from. Baby onesies, crop tops, long sleeves, different long sleeves, men's tanks, little kids shirts. So these are all things you can sell on your website. That's just the clothing part. You can on shirts, you can go to your mugs. You have different sizes of mugs. You have different types of tote bags. I think there's 3 different types. No, there's 5. So you can have all these. There's a lot of products you can sell on your own website. So once you've created your account, you'll log in and you go to your account here and click stores. You may already have some stores if you have a previous account. We're going to do a new store. So we're going to choose platform and we're going to choose WooCommerce. That's what we're using. And it gives you all your instructions here on how to do it. Install the plugin and all that. Connect your Woo to Printful. Allow access to Printful. And that's how you start doing it. So let's go to our website. Boop. We left off. Let's go to Printful. We're going to connect. Printful would like to connect to your store. Allow read write. You're going to approve that. Log in as blah. Approve. Now, connect to an existing account, or you can create a new Printful account. Hopefully, you already created your account. Use my affiliate link, yay, and then connect to existing account. So we're going to sign in. And it's connecting. Connect to store, and you're done. Voila! It's syncing right now, but there's nothing to sync, so it's done. So we're going to add our first product. Now we're going to do a T-shirt. We're going to do a unisex men's T-shirt, and I pretty much use this Bella canvas. It's $12.95 starting price. I usually get a $5 or so, $5-6 profit on it. Or if you wanted to, this Gildan is probably the lowest priced one, but it's only available in navy, black, and white. But you can go and do any of these shirts you want. It tells you what colors available, what the base price is, and you charge what you want above the base price. So I pretty much use this Bella canvas. We'll click that, and I don't know why they added this section here, so you can do the text. Add text if you want to. We went over that in a different video. We're going to click upload file first and then choose file. I already have, you can upload new designs up to your store here. But if you already have files up there, it doesn't matter what store they're connected to, you can use them anywhere. So we're going to go to one of my other stores and we're going to search beard real quick because I know I have some. There's all the shirts I have so far are beard. So we're going to do this one, I love you with all my beard. Choose that. Doesn't look good on a white shirt, so we're going to go back to the product and we're going to select black and then get rid of the white. So and see here, you can move it around in this box. You can click here and resize it to make it look nice. Go back to product. We're going to select some other colors. We're going to do a black heather. We're going to do a, I like the heathers. Heather forest. I'm going to click a few here. Dark heather. I'm going to do heather deep teal. It's going to orange. I kind of like that. I'm not doing any pinks. Again, I don't see any women wearing these shirts. I might make some for women that says, my man has a beard, blah, blah, blah. So we'll do a blue. Now there is a limit. You can have 100 different product variations. So here's all the sizes, and then we got all the colors. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm going to take one off just real quick. Now 11. 11 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is that, 77? So we can do a couple more colors if we want, and you can play with the sizes. It already says here that navy's not available right now. It's been discontinued in size 3XL and 4XL. It won't push those to your site if they've been discontinued. So, but they might want, I mean, we can remove 4XL, I don't know. So once you're done with that, we're going to proceed to mockups. On the unisex only, it gives you a choice of flat or wrinkled front. I always do the wrinkled. It's a little harder to copy, pixel to pixel. Proceed to description. Now I have descriptions for these on my spreadsheet, so I'm going to do a quick shirt here. There it is. So I'm going to copy my title and put it right here. You can replace that. I'm going to take off t-shirt out of my title because it's already there. I'm going to copy my description, and then I'm going to paste it right above this. Enter, enter. Kind of space it out. It gives you, describes the t-shirt. So there's my description of that particular tee. And then they now do size guide. Remember I told you when you add the plugin, it gives you a new section for size guide in your listing. And you can actually choose imperial or metric, and it will put this chart in your listing for you. Proceed to pricing. This is where you check your pricing. I generally do it for $4.45, anything about $5, between $5 and $6 profit. That makes the shirts 19 and the extra large 2XLs, these prices. Now we set up our categories already in our store, so we can click here and find our category, and it's going to put it right in there. So we're going to click Submit to Store. And I don't know how long, this is going to take a little bit of time because there was a lot of colors and a lot of sizes. What it's doing, if you watch some of my other videos, it's pushing and creating all those sizes and color variations on this product in our WooCommerce site. And it's creating the mock-up images for us in there, so we don't have to do any of that. In fact, we don't really have to do anything after it's done. I'm going to go back here, and if we go to products on our site, you can see there's the product there. It's in private right now because it's still working. It's not live until it's done working. You can see it's in the category, pricing, in stock, and let's go back to our Printful here. And we're going to actually wait for this. It's just take a minute or two. There, it's done. So now from here, it has links here. Usually it gives you an option to go find it in your store. Here it is, view in WooCommerce or edit in WooCommerce. So if you didn't have your store open in another tab already, you can click those and go right to it. So we can go here, back to our store, we hit refresh, and there it is. It's live now. We'll click on it. And there it is. Already has our description in there. This is Yoast SEO, like I told you, and you can monkey with that later to refine it. I'm not going to do that right now, but it creates the metadata for you. There's your description if you need to edit it. Let's close the Yoast. Here's your product data. It's a variable product, so we can go under variations, and there they all are. We're going to go to up to the top here and click View Product. So this is the live listing page, and there's your store and everything. So it should work here. If you change the color, it will bring up the shirt in the color there, and it does all that for you. So that was easy. We have a product live in our store, and yeah, I'm going to show you how to change this on another video because it says storefront design. I don't want people to know storefront design by WooCommerce, but the copyright is thing. But that's how to make your store pretty, and I'll do a video of that down the road because, like I said, this video is long enough. Now let's go to the home page. It's still going to have the blog here. So what we're going to do, if they click the shop page, it's going to go to the shop and show them all the products. I am going to show you right now how to make this home page a little bit prettier. And off the top of my head, I don't know the code. So what I do is I go here to my other site. This is my other site's home page. I told you I had a slider here. I have some text, and then I have all these categories. So I'm going to go here to edit page and copy and paste some stuff to make it easy. So I'm just going to copy part of this down to right there. What I have here is this is a code, what we call a short code, that plugs in my slider there. If you want to Google sliders, or maybe I'll do something on that later. Then I have some text here. You want some intro text for SEO purposes, telling people what your site's about, blah, 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 all that. And then I'll have my first product category code there. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back to my site here. Oops. I'm on the home page. There's nothing to, let's just go directly into the admin page. We're going to create a page. So click pages, and this is all the pages that WooCommerce already made for you. We're going to click Add New, and we're going to create a front page, and I'm going to call it Bearded Tees, T-shirts. Nope, I misspelled. I have a problem with misspelling things. It's just for SEO purposes. We're going to do a couple things there. Then we're going to do a paste. I think we're going to go in text mode first because I had some short codes there. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll go to visual. Like that. So we're going to do, and I won't do it all here. I'm just going to welcome the bearded T-shirts. I recommend a paragraph or two, but I'm not going to sit here and bore you. I'm not very good at it anyway. And then we have what we call an H2 style. H2 and H1 are great place to put keywords for your, and actually that will probably show up wrong. So we're going to go back to text mode. And this is like the code mode, and go back to and put that as an H2 again, because I forgot in visual mode the H2 tags don't show up right. So H2. Oh, we're going to do a backslash H2 because that's ending H2 tag. And what that does is for through your themes H2, it's a little bit larger text, and you can edit that in code or whatever. And then I have product category because eventually I'm going to show the top or the most recent T-shirts or whatever in each category, like I do on my other page. But that category, so this is per page 12. I'm probably going to change that to 8. I'm going to show the most recent 8 columns, 4 columns. Category is wrong here. We'll go back and get the right category, order by date, order descending. So I'm going to publish this now. That's all I'm going to do for this right now. Just get a nice, pretty home page. We're going to go to categories real quick. Products. categories and get the name of that category. It was, here's what you want. You want the slug. So I'm just going to copy the slug here and go back to pages, go back to my front page. And you don't have to do this. You can do whatever you want for the front page. I'm going to paste it here. Category slug. See, I do this because then I can do another one, and on my home page, I'm going to show the most recent products from each of those categories. And then if they want to go to them all, they can go to the other page. So I'm going to do update. All right, there you goes, guys. I'm tired. It's a long video, and I could have gone on for hours more and gone into other plugins and CSS coding to make your site look pretty or prettier. Installing a logo, which I may still do videos on those later, but my point was to get you guys going. To not just depend on merch and pods. You can create your own website, which we just did, from domain, hosting, installing WordPress and Woo, connecting to Printful, and start loading your products. Mango. And away you go. You're selling your own stuff on your own website. You can send people there if you want instead of your pods. And yeah, you're not going to get the traffic as merch does or Etsy or eBay, but you're not going to pay the fees when things do sell. So, and it doesn't hurt to have, your own website selling the same stuff. So that was my purpose, to try to kind of walk you through best as I can from the very first step, which is doing your domain, to the very end there where your website has one product at least, and you can start adding more products and start selling. And you got to get your own traffic there, but hey. So that's it for now, and I'm sorry it was a long video. Maybe down the road I'll break it up into 2 videos, or I don't know. But I'll try to have more videos later on how to put your logo in there, and some other stuff, how to do some CSS coding, because they do make a plugin to make it easy for this theme here to change the CSS coding, and it's not that, yeah, it sounds intimidating, but it really is not that difficult to do. And then that way you can change colors and font sizes. But from this video, you have a store going. You're not paying Shopify fees. You paid $10, $50, $11 for your domain name for the year. You're paying anywhere from $4 to $10 a month, depending on where you get your hosting at, for your hosting, and that's it. You can have some paid plugins to enhance your site, and again, I'll go over those because I do use some of those. So anyway, I'm going on making this longer, so thank you guys. If you have any questions, you can leave them below, or you know where to find me and email me. I'll try to answer them. Sometimes I get sick or my health deteriorates, so I don't feel like answering, and sometimes your question gets lost. I try to avoid that, but please, I'm sorry if that happens. Say bye to Mango, my parrot here. Now he's not even paying attention. Anyway, see you guys later. Have a good night, and always be happy.